Good morning, Eagle community. It is a Monday message. It's your second Monday message of the school year. The first week of school was fantastic for us here on campus. I know that traffic is slow. I know that there are some things, but we have been speeding up our dismissal a little bit by a few minutes every single day, which is super exciting. So thank you for being patient, for being kind, and for understanding that it is a process. For those of you who are new, if I failed to share exactly how the traffic flow worked, I do apologize. I sent it out before school started in the newsletter, but I should have just done a singular blast of how that traffic goes. But if you're new here, I am excited that you're here, and I hope that your kiddos have had a first week of school that was really great. Don't forget to reach out to your homeroom teachers for your students, say hello, explain to them how you'd like to be communicated with, and make sure that you get in touch with them, that you're getting our remind text messages. I will tell you that we're going to start using a program called Parent Square. And so our emails that used to come from School Messenger will come from Parent Square. And eventually our text messages will shift over to that. It is a one-stop shop hub for communication. So like I have to do this video, then I download it to YouTube, then I copy and paste it to School Messenger, but then I also copy and paste it to Remind. And so Parent Square has all of it in one area, including a newsletter. So lots of positives to switching. It just could uh, mean the shift has to happen mid-year. So I'll keep you up to date on when that happens. Tomorrow is coffee and conversation with me. So I want to make sure that you guys are able to hear what's going on at Fry Height. It's going to start at 8:30 in the cafeteria. If you can't make it, I've added a virtual link. You can join through your computer. Maybe you're working, you're able to listen, but you couldn't just get away. If you're interested, I'm going to talk things like our Title I status. It's required every year that I explain to you guys what that means. The Title I survey and how we use that information at the end of the year to shift it and see what we're doing to respond to those things for this school year, which we have some things in place based on parent feedback. I'm going to talk about our core values that we went over with the kiddos. And then I'm going to talk to you about any accountability if you'd like to know and any questions you may have. So I just really would like to get connected with you. So if you're new, please come. Usually we have about 3 or 4 people show up, but it's better than no people showing up. And I hope that we get to see some of your faces tomorrow. The flyer is attached to the information that I'm sending and also the virtual link in case you want to join virtually. I mentioned core values. I want to talk to you really briefly about our 3 core values at Fry Height, but also those core values are being taught and implemented at every single school in Comal ISD. So if we have an Eagle that goes to Farias next year or middle of year, or somebody that comes to us from Goodwin Fraser, they're going to hear be safe, be respectful, be responsible. We already said that on our announcements every day last year. But what I told the kids is we just said them. We never really defined what that looked like. We never really used that to encourage and promote and celebrate the great choices that kids are making on campus. We just would say, be safe, be respectful, be responsible, be a leader, be an eagle. And I told the kids, if you're doing all of those 3 core values, you're already being a leader and everybody is already an eagle. So we are now just be safe with our actions, be respectful with our words, be responsible for our materials. And so I went through that with the kiddos each day last week. On Wednesday, we talked about how to be safe in the cafeteria, the hallway, the restroom, and the playground. And then Thursday, I did what it looks like to be respectful in those areas. And then Friday, how to be responsible in those areas. And then the kids went back to class and they did that same thing. They talked about how to be safe in the classroom for their learning, then how to be respectful in the classroom for their learning, that learning space, right? My discussion with them was all over the shared areas in our building. And so the kids were wonderful. It's really crazy. We talked about respecting our that respect can be verbal, but it also can be nonverbal, like an eye roll, right? Hand gestures, things like that, that communicate disrespect. So we talked about that. We talked about being responsible for the space we're in, picking up trash, not throwing things on the floor, keeping up with your materials, all the agendas that the kids have that they're going to keep up with. Somebody already vandalized our bathroom, which is really, really sad. They took a Sharpie into the girls' bathroom and they wrote on 3 of the stalls. I told the kids how disappointed I was. It's the first week of school and somebody's already disrespected our campus with some stuff that shouldn't be on there. And so we get it removed quickly. But if you talk to your kids about respecting our space, I always tell them, like, I don't come to your house and write on your walls, so don't come to my house and write on my walls. This is a space we share, and this is a home away from home. Some of our kids spend more time at this school than they do actually at home with their families, and so we want to make sure we take care of our space. So, anyways, I did talk about the core values with the students, and I've shared the presentation in the message with you guys in case you want to look at it and just click through it. Very similar in all the spaces, just so we can have a common vocabulary. And I told the kids, it's a life skill. You all use these skills all the time. I use these skills all the time. And we are excited to talk about being safe, being respectful, and being responsible at Freiheit. When students get Eagle Bucks, they'll be told, thanks so much for being respectful and safe by walking in the halls. You know, we will be very specific in our feedback to them. I did talk about the lost and found that was built. Our one of our families, the Hanson family, they took on a project this summer of building this beautiful, what we're calling Liberty's Closet, and it's our lost and found. It is on the stage. It's red, white, and blue. It's fantastic. It's already housing a few items. So if you don't mind putting your names on water bottles, lunch boxes, hoodies, jackets, anything that could come off that a student would take off. Sometimes we get hair bows. Those just fly out, maybe being a little wild at recess or whatever. But we are just so excited about our lost and found. So thank you to the Hanson family. Now we have something that the kids during lunchtime, when they're done, can go up and search for their lost items. And it's kind of a hub for everything. So thank you so much. And then just some information from our PTA. We do have the new website. There's an opportunity for you to see our new board and meet them on a flyer. It talks about the different positions that they hold. And if you're interested in volunteering, reach out to them. It has been so wonderful. The board has been working really hard to plan an exciting year for our students and staff. And so we'd love for you to be a part of it. Volunteering doesn't mean hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a week. It can be something small like helping with our newsletter, helping laminate or cutting out lamination for our teachers. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose, but every little bit helps. So if you're interested, please reach out to them. You can still check things out on the PTA website. It's brand new. So there's a link to that. And then our PTA membership. So you can sign up for membership today. It's $8. Anybody can join, including our students. And we do have 3 student events throughout the year for students who are PTA members. And we have changed and kind of shifted to them doing some community service projects for some businesses around us. We want them to understand that being a part of a volunteer organization means that we do something to give back. They will get something in return, happiness in their heart, but also something else, but also while giving back to our community. So any students that join will be invited to those community service events for our PTA, and we'd love to have as many of our students sign up as possible. Again, it's a great way to show the support to our PTA that we care about what they're doing for our kids and staff. And then our grandparents celebration, Grandparents Day, Grandparents Bingo, all the information for that. We do host a Grandparents Bingo. No monetary things are won that night, but some prizes are given, some Eagle swag, things like that. You can pre-order Chick-fil-A dinner, which has always been a really great hit. So information for the flyer is on there. How to pre-order your Chick-fil-A link is there. And then if kids don't have grandparents here, they can bring somebody that is very special to them, somebody they love spending time with. Maybe it's an aunt or uncle, maybe it's you. But we don't mind. We just want the kids to come and have a great time. But we also want to make sure we celebrate our grandparents. Also, during that week, we will have grandparents' lunch. It's split up by grade levels because we don't want there to be so much traffic for each lunch that it takes forever for people to check in. So it's the 4th, the 5th, the 6th that we are doing lunches, depending on the grade levels, lunchtime. So be on the lookout for that for your child's lunchtime, and that's when their grandparents will come eat with them. If y'all have any questions, let us know. I'm sorry for the length of this video. It is the first one, lots to get started for the year. Thank you if you've made it this far, and hope you have a fantastic week. And thanks again. Hey, be safe, be respectful, be responsible. That's what we say at Freiheit now. All right, bye.